Earth is a very tiny planet if we compare it with the Sun. If the Sun's radius is 13,91,400 kilometers, the Earth's is only 12,756 only. The Sun is so big that 13 lakhs of Earth fit into it. The Sun weighs 3,33,000 times more than the Earth. That is the difference between the Sun and the Earth. Incidentally, the Sun occupies 99% of the total mass of the solar system. The temperature on the surface of the Sun is 5,600 degrees centigrade. It is mind-boggling to know that in the depths of the Sun, the temperature will be 15 million degrees centigrade. Anybody who hears this will be awestruck. Similarly, when we go into the depths of the Earth, the temperature increases gradually. Till now, only Russians dug a bore up to 12.2 kilometers into the Earth. Originally, they planned to dig into the middle of the Earth, but they had to abort digging at 12.2 kilometers as the temperature increased to 180 degrees centigrade and the machinery malfunctioned. As there was no way further, they closed the bore. This bore is called the Kola superdeep bore. The temperature in the core of the Earth will be 6,000 degrees centigrade, which is 9 times higher than the surface temperature of the Sun. What is the reason for this high temperature? Is there any chance for this high temperature to come up onto the crust? Why do earthquakes and tsunamis occur? How many kilometers deep is the core from the crust of the Earth? How many layers are there between the crust and the core? To know answers to these questions, please watch the video till the end. Before attempting to know the reason for the 6,000 degrees centigrade in the Earth's core, let us try to know how the Earth was formed. Many astronomers believe that approximately 4.6 billion years ago, our solar system was just a cloud of dust and gas known as a solar nebula. Gravity collapsed the material in on itself as it began to spin, condensing the matter and forming the Sun in the center of the nebula. With the Sun beginning to form, the remaining materials started to clump up. Small particles are drawn together, bound by the force of gravity, into larger particles. The solar wind, a constant stream of charged particles that emanate from the Sun's upper atmosphere, sweeps away lighter elements such as hydrogen and helium. This left behind heavy rocky materials that formed smaller terrestrial worlds like Earth. And farther away from the Sun, the solar wind had less of an impact on lighter elements, which allowed these elements to coalesce into gas giants. This process created our solar system's asteroids, comets, meteors, planets, and moons. Earth's rocky core formed first, with heavy elements colliding and binding together. Dense material sank to the protoplanet's center, while lighter material built up the crust. Earth's magnetic field is thought to have likely formed around this time. Early in its evolution, Earth suffered an impact by a large body that catapulted pieces of the young planet's mantle into space. Gravity pulled many of these pieces together to form the Moon, which took up orbit around the Earth. The place where the Earth rotates around the Sun is called the Goldilocks zone. If a planet's orbit takes it too close to its parent star, then it will be too hot for liquid water to exist, and if it is too far out, it will be too cold. However, the actual distances involved that define the habitable zone, which varies between stars. So, the Earth is in the right place so that life evolved and survived on this planet. The Earth's interior is divided into 3 layers. They are the crust, mantle, and core. The core occupies 15%, the mantle occupies 84%, and the crust occupies only 1% of the entire mass of the Earth. The core is further divided into 2 parts. The core is called Nephe, which means nickel, and ferrum. Ferrum means iron. The inner core extends up to 1300 kilometers and the outer core is in a liquid state and extends up to 2200 kilometers. The Earth's magnetic field is generated in this outer liquid core, which protects us from the harmful radiation of the solar wind. When the dust particles clumped up and accreted into planetesimals, they formed into the solid core. The gravitational energy that they carried has transformed into energy. The collapse of radioactive isotopes like uranium, thorium, and potassium has generated a lot of heat that ultimately accumulated to 6000 degrees centigrade. The slow rate of the Earth's rotation and the protecting shields of the mantle and crust trapped the heat and did not allow it to go into space. The inner core consists of 6000 degrees centigrade and the outer core consists of between 4000 and 5000 degrees centigrade. Above the core, there lies the mantle, which goes up to 2900 kilometers. The upper part of the mantle is solid and the lower part is semi-solid. Here, the temperature will be around 900 degrees centigrade. The mantle consists of sima, means silica and magnesium. Above the mantle, we find the crust where we all live. The crust consists of Cl, which means silica and aluminum. The crust is 70 kilometers deep. The top layer of the crust is divided into different plates, which are called the tectonic plates. There are 7 major and 8 minor plates. The rotation of the Earth and the pressure from the mantle makes the plates rub against each other, which results in earthquakes and tsunamis. Similarly, the pressure from the mantle pushes the magma out onto the surface through volcanoes as lava. It took millions of years for the evolution of life on Earth. The presence of water is the main reason for this. Astronomers have been constantly pursuing the universe and conducting research by examining the innumerable stars and planets around them to unearth secrets of the universe and thus protect mankind. There are still many questions which are not answered. Are we alone in the universe? Are there aliens? How does life emerge on the planet Earth? How does water come to Earth? Where should we go if the sun swallows the Earth during its red giant phase? Meanwhile, could humans kill the Earth through their acts? These are the questions which are to be answered in the future. Thanks for watching.